Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching and Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channels. This is the March 28th, 1981 edition of the All-Star Wrestling Review Series. We've got over 100 of these at this point, and we'll continue to have, I think we'll probably end up with somewhere between 150 to 160 of these in total by the time we're done. But anyway, this is, again, the March 28th edition in 1981. A transitional year in a lot of ways. Some new talents coming in, pretty impactful. Others just kind of there to fill time. Anyway, Angelo Mosca with Captain Lou Albano defeating Angelo Gomez, two Angelos at the same time, via submission. 437 with the backbreaker over the knee. Backbreaker over the knee, replacing backbreaker over the back. Not sure why. Maybe just, push-pull, but brawling by Mosca. Mosca doesn't seem to really care one way or the other about kind of moving forward in a, directive manner. In other words, kind of a brawling style. Albano doing the talking for him, even though I think he could have easily done talking for himself. Punch kick, and Gomez kind of not exactly willing to take a backward step by any stretch of the imagination. Hard forearms, almost reminding me of Dominic DeNucci here with the level of forearms. Shots into the turnbuckle, and again we see a victory for Mosca with the backbreaker. Albano out again with the Moondogs, basically saying that everybody needs to respect the Moondogs. Moondogs will eventually be your tag team champions. They are not yet here, but that's coming sooner rather than later. Moondogs with Captain Lou Albano defeating Jack Carlson and Chris Kanyon. Chris Kanyon 946. Kanyon, of course, going on to become King Kong Bundy. Moondog King pins Carson with a splash after the match. Patterson conducts a ringside interview with the Moondogs and Albano. Basically, the idea of the Albano thing is that he takes off his shirt, and Patterson tells Albano to bathe the Moondogs. That's the simplest of ways to describe that whole promo segment. I don't know that this match needs nearly 10 minutes, but obviously filling TV time is a concern here in 1981, just as it is in 2021. 40 years later, we still haven't learned that much. Anyway, so we kind of go forward into a bit more of a brawling tactic. Of course, Kanyon being King Kong Bundy, same year actually, Bundy goes down to world class, but seeing Bundy in purple tights is just bizarre. Also seeing himself for the Moondogs in things like front face locks, hammer locks, and reverse chin locks, also bizarre. Carson gets around the ring a little bit better than Bundy does at the time. Bundy takes, Kanyon takes a bit of a hard punches and stands and does blows with the Moondogs. Also, one of the Moondogs manages a top rope hot shot type maneuver on Kanyon at the time, showing their power, so certainly putting over the power of the Moondogs as individuals. Hard shots along the way, and managing to do everything they can, brawling there in a bit more of a run. The Moondogs are, by the very sake of their nature, not exactly guys you're going to write home about for technical wrestling. Lou Albano disrobing, also not something you're going to write home about if you're not enjoying your life very much. So we move to the next in the series of matches. Dominic DeNucci here. DeNucci manages to be in there with the Black Demon wearing blue tights once again, and the purple fuchsia boots, doing some posing, getting a little bit of things up there, and punch kick. Demon sent to the outside, sitting on the top turnbuckle. DeNucci almost daring him to go. DeNucci nailing him with a series of body slams, and then tries to get him down in a front face lock, followed by a reverse chin lock. DeNucci not willing to, do anything too crazy, but at the same time does the inside out. And DeNucci gets the airplane spin he was known for with Dino Bravo, which we covered the Dino Bravo years right here on this series. and manages to go pretty aggressively towards things. Then we move to the return of Larry Sharpe to the television program. I guess maybe he'd been touring um, the um, touring the Orient or something, and maybe Yoshiatsu opening him up for that opportunity. But anyway, they fight for 6 minutes 56 seconds. Both guys are pretty adroit at the collegiate style, as we see here. Not exactly a barn burner, but at the same time, Yatsu proving that he has the necessary technical skills to succeed both in the States and in Japan. Meanwhile, Sharpe proving that he, even for his size, is incredibly agile, and certainly a guy Larry Sharpe's size, maybe 260, 280, something like that, don't really know. They do battle over a hammerlock for longer than his average. Sharpe takes him down to the mat and manages to go wherever he can in a simple form. Deep arm drag by Yatsu, and not exactly happy with the positioning. They brawl to the outside, double count out, and eventually Larry Sharpe retreats. Then we go to the final in the series of matches here, which happens to be SD Jones, Ron Shaw. Shaw has been pretty significant over the last little while there. Not exactly a, great run here in the sense of it's pretty simple, but it, kind of does get where they want to go there. Punch kick, arm drags, arm bars, and eventually the headbutt for SD Jones. Jones kind of keep going up and down the card. Can still use him for more if you want to, but not being positioned as a main guy. Anyway, we'll be back with more right after this.